steady, and it was looking effortless. Like he was a knife through butter,
Yeah.
Me, I'm holding on to a wild bronco. Just don't get back here, get back here.
That's it.
Hey, welcome back to Coffee with Dwayne and Jesse. I am Dwayne.
I'm Jesse.
That is Jesse. Oh my goodness, what are we going to do with him? Anyway, so how was your weekend? First off,
good.
I'm sorry, I asked you a question and then I stopped you. Like,
it's the ultimate power move.
Hey, what do you want? Nobody cares what you have to say. So the Rock.
The Rock. Yeah, I just think of that.
Hey, so this show isn't just about coffee. It's two guys talking about coffee, but also talking about life.
Yeah.
Over a cup of coffee. Like, what is it you talk about with your friends when you're with your family and you're sitting in the coffee shop or you're sitting around the coffee table? What kind of conversations do you have? Most of my conversations start off something along like this. Hey, what'd you do this weekend?
Anyway, no, this weekend was good. It's warm out finally here. Yes, it's now it's staying warm, I think.
Yes.
Right. There's time where it's like, oh, for 2 days it's really warm and it's 30 degrees. I will jump off of
I made that up. It's not snowing tomorrow.
The bed of my truck. But so I think for a lot of men, especially married men, it is a honeydew list season. And that was my weekend.
You did the honeydews.
Yep. So actually Friday night, my wife and I, we had a marriage little conference, not a conference, a marriage kind of seminar at our church.
Yep.
That ran into Saturday morning until noon. And then I had to finish building our deck at our house. And but anyway, so I had to finish it up. So got the deck finished, and then it was like mow the grass, which my wife did a lot of the grass mowing. We put up a little pool for Maddox and Oliver, our sons, to play in. And then she wants to plant flowers. We've never planted flowers. I don't understand it. But it's nice out. You want the front of the house to look nice. So there's a little area in front of our front porch. That used to have like a big rose bush that I cut out when we first moved in. And she's like, I think it'd be really nice for us to plant flowers there. And so I was like, well, in order to plant flowers there, we have to till it, put some topsoil, some better soil, some fertilizer, and then plant some flowers. So today, actually, before I came here, I tilled up a little area in front of our porch so that my wife can plant flowers probably tomorrow.
How you feeling?
A little sore. Yeah, a little sore. Tillers are no,
it's actually funny.
Yeah, tillers are tough.
It's funny that you mention it because I am not a gardening guy. I'm not a farmer. I have a couple of friends, and they run this place. It's called Emmanuel's Garden, which is really cool because they, I don't know how many acres it is, but hey, shout out to Tony and Andrea. So they take and grow these crops, and they'll do thousands of pounds of produce, and then they donate that produce to different feeding programs in the area.
That's cool.
Domestic violence shelters, homeless shelters, different community church events where people are farmers markets and things like that. It's really cool. They feed a lot of people with that stuff. But every year we do this community planting day. There was a part of that day that I spent on a tiller, and I am not a rototiller expert, and I was not in expert mode because it was ugly. If you were watching me when I started, I had it on this when it was started up, it was on fast.
Yeah.
So I just think there's on and off, but no, it was fast, and so I'm trying to manhandle this thing, but it's really manhandling me, machine handling me. I don't know, but I'm trying to do straight lines. And these are really wide mounded rows, and it's you got to go up one side and down the other. But because it was on high speed, it's like really getting away from me. It's jumping all over the place, and I'm having to like use all my muscles for whatever they are to bring them show for a camera.
Ooh, I don't know if our camera's big enough.
Yeah. Do we need to wide angle that?
Yeah.
So I don't like, this is the biggest muscle that I use. Like, these are the underused ones. And so it was really an effort to get this thing to go. Well, I had to stop it. I had to go run an errand. I come back and I started up again, and I realized that I can take the throttle back and put it on a slower. Yeah. When I put it on slow, I found this cool thing was I could handle it better.
Yeah.
And I could go in a straight line.
Yeah.
You know, Tony appreciated that it was going in a straight line now and not all over. And it was corn maze, like most of the corn mazes happen after the corn grows. I think I was like trying to maze it out beforehand. But anyway, but I had this epiphany came to me when I realized that by going slow, I was going straighter and I was able to handle it. So I've got a lot of goals.
Yeah.
And like you, we are both goal oriented.
Yeah.
We've got things in our lives that we want to accomplish, in our businesses that we want to accomplish, and those kinds of things. And I just want it, and I want it now.
Yeah.
You know, patience is not my strong suit, but I had this epiphany that if I was on high speed, I couldn't handle the speed to get what I want now. I couldn't handle that pace. And it was going to be a mess, just like the rows were kind of not in line. I was going to really do a lot of damage if I try to accomplish everything I want fast. Yeah. You know, and then, and this was, being authentic, you know, I am a man of faith. And so everything that I do comes from my relationship with the Lord. At least everything it's my hope that everything flows from that. I don't always make him look good because I make these declarations that I'm one of his kids, and then I go out and do something stupid. Yeah. But in this instance, I was listening, and this idea that if I get to the end of the road, the goal that I'm trying to shoot for, but I get there too fast, then he will not have had the opportunity to work into me the character that I need when I get there. Yeah. And I just thought that was a really cool lesson from just spending a little bit of time on the rototiller.
Yeah. Physical work sometimes gives us those lessons. And, you know, as you're saying that, I kind of think if you had, let's say you'd run this rototiller for a couple of days on slow and figured out, you may be able to actually at some point increase the speed because of your experience and because of your abilities to building up some muscle. And so I think that is, you know, to do anything, you should be attempting to do it well. And a lot of times doing it well is going slow at first and setting a good firm foundation and building the experience and building the muscle that you need to move forward at maybe a faster pace.
Right.
And sometimes, and I guess maybe depending on the tiller I was using was a small one.
Right.
You know, and I could control the speed with the little paddles, the little trigger up top. But, you know, I'm assuming this one that you were using was like
it was a bigger one.
It was a big one.
It wasn't the biggest one being used.
But it was
my friend Jack was on the big one.
Yeah.
He's a pro at that thing. He's got like, he's got the muscles. He's used to the physical labor and all that. And he's just going slow and steady. I mean, faster than I was going, but he was going steady, and it was looking effortless. Like he was a knife through butter, you know. Yeah. Me, I'm holding on to a wild bronco. Just stop it. Get back here. Get back here.
That's interesting. That's a really good principle, I think, for a lot of things in our lives. And, you know, kind of, I mean, you could take that from one, you could take that finances, you talk about that with health, you could talk about that with marriage, relationships.
I would love in this next episode. So we're gonna leave, and I want to leave you with that thought that whatever you've got going on, don't try to get it done too fast. Yeah. Just enjoy the journey. It's not about speed. It's about enjoying that journey. Yeah. And so enjoy the journey, learn what you have to learn along the journey, let that character get developed within you. And that way you're more prepared when you do reach that next level that you're trying to get to, because there's something after that too. Yeah. You know, this isn't the end when you get to the end of that row, there's something more. But if you haven't developed yourself up to that point, then what good is it to go to the next level? So hopefully that benefits you. We're going to take this. I want to hear your thoughts, how this applies in the area of some personal finances and some other personal aspects of life. But for now, we just want to say thanks for tuning in to this episode of Coffee with Dwayne and Jesse. Hey, this has been Coffee with Dwayne and Jesse. I'm Dwayne.
I'm Jesse.
Be well.
Do good. Drink good coffee.